Hello, I'm Adam Barralet and welcome to this video where we're exploring the angel Jeremiel. Now Jeremiel, whose name means mercy of God, is one of the more subtle energy angels and doesn't necessarily always come up in conversation as being one of the premier angels. But as you choose to work with this angel, it brings up this amazing kind of guidance and clarity in life. You see, Jeremiel can help to improve our intuition, our clairvoyance, our psychic abilities, and also our ability to understand the path in which we're taking. In fact, when we can learn to be quiet and still, which for many of us, there are so many different things distracting us and beeping and buzzing and catching our attention that we don't take that time to be still, well then Jeremiel doesn't get a chance to talk to us because Jeremiel comes in when we're in that stillness and when we're in this quietness. One thing that Jeremiel is renowned for is helping us to see the lessons when we have kind of been beaten up, when things are going hard and we're wondering, why is this happening to me? Jeremiel can help to unveil the lesson that's in there. Jeremiel is also the angel that at the end of our life reviews our life and helps us to learn what do we experience in this incarnation and what maybe does our soul need to come back and experience again. But you don't have to wait till the end of your life to work with Jeremiel in a life review. In fact, you can call upon Jeremiel and align with this subtle energy by taking some time to be quiet, to be still, and reviewing your life at any point to make sure you're still on the right track and you're living a life that fulfills you and fulfills your soul purpose. So let's dive in and explore a little bit more about how you can work with Jeremiel. To work with Jeremiel is quite simple, but can be quite challenging as well. To work with Jeremiel, you want to find times of stillness. And as I said before, there is so much distracting us that how often do we take time to just stop, do nothing, and reflect? We get up each morning and we rush around doing so much, and there are things buzzing on our phone or beeping on our computer or people calling us and wanting something of us that we're worrying about what's happening around us and we don't actually listen to our own inner guidance. Jeremiel encourages you to seek times of stillness and quietness, times of solitude, if only for a few moments. It's almost as though our mind is a glass of muddy water and it's constantly getting shaken around. When we can sit still, it allows all the muck to settle to the bottom, and again, the water becomes clear. Or in other words, our mind becomes clear. This gives us time to stop and reflect on where we're heading in our life and whether it's in the direction we want it to go. So one of the things we often do is we're always thinking about what's next, what do I need to achieve next? And we don't pause and review what we've done. Why do things keep happening the same way? Why are you not going or getting to where you need to go? Is there some negative patterns or some bad patterns that aren't serving you well? Are there some people in your life that you maybe need to shift and change with? Well, Jeremiel helps us to do this, but only when we take time to stop and ponder. Now, this may be as simple as just sitting quietly, holding one of Jeremiel's crystals or smelling Jeremiel's blend. It may also be something like getting a workbook out and working through some journal prompts or different questions. But having that time to reflect on the past and on the future can help to bring great clarity. Now, because the mind is always so active and that monkey mind is going, Jeremiel can often talk to us in our dreams. So taking one of Jeremiel's crystals and popping it in your pillow slip and asking Jeremiel to offer guidance at that time, when the monkey mind isn't so loud, can be really quite powerful as well. Now, how do you know when Jeremiel's around? Well, your dreams may become more vivid, or there are different symbols that Jeremiel will use. Jeremiel tends to be associated with the color of violet or purple, so you may see flashes of that light. Dream catchers are a symbol of Jeremiel, and the animals scorpions and bees. Now, you may see a few things buzzing around, and it's quite kind of coincidental that as I came and sat down here, just over to the side here, the buzzing that you may be able to hear is a whole bunch of bees that are kind of feeding off some flowers and some algae that's kind of here in the pond where I'm sitting. Really interesting indeed. So it's really easy, again, to work with Jeremiel, but all you need to do is find some stillness and remember that all the angels are here to help us, including Jeremiel, but they must be asked. It is that 101 spiritual law that says you can't interfere in another soul's journey unless you're invited. So how do you ask? Say it out loud, say it in your mind, put that intention out there and make it clear. And Jeremiel will slip in quietly, subtly, and whisper to you very, very subtly and quietly when you're quiet enough and still enough to hear. Are you hearing those messages now? If not, how can you seek that solitude? There are a few different crystals that are really great to work with Jeremiel. If you're just getting started, you may want something simple like a really calming violet crystal like Lepidolite or Chevron Amethyst, which has kind of got bands of that violet of amethyst and clear in between it. If you want to kind of work with Jeremiel in your dreams, then try putting a piece of Howlite. White Howlite, because the other ones are just artificially dyed, so you want the pure natural white Howlite. Popping a little piece of that in your pillow, and I guarantee you're bound to dream more. Now, if you need to kind of slow down a bit, then tanzanite is a really great crystal. Bit of a more high vibration one, but tanzanite, sometimes nicknamed as the workaholic stone. It helps us to get everything back into proportion and make sure that we're having time for rest and having time for work as well, and can be really great for aligning with that guidance that Jeremiel brings when we slow down. If you're really wanting to review your life though, a really great crystal is charoite. Charoite is my favorite violet crown chakra crystal to help us get clear on what we want to do with our lives. A lot of the time we're not too sure because we're so busy listening to everything outside us telling us what we should do that we don't listen to ourselves. By aligning with Jeremiel's energy and charoite and what truly lights us up inside, what brings us joy, then we can start to navigate and be more in alignment with our soul mission rather than trying to fulfill the soul missions of everyone else. So any of these crystals can be really ideal for helping to align with Jeremiel's energy. Another great way to align with the angelic realms is to make an essential oil blend. Now, my Jeremiel blend has 4 different essential oils in it. First of all, it's got blue tansy. Now, blue tansy is the oil of dreams. It's associated with the sign of Aquarius. It's a rich blue color, works really well with the third eye chakra, and is really great to massage on there and all over your face at night. Not only is it great for the skin being part of the chamomile family, but it does help us to calm down and give space to our dreams. Now, the next oil, talking about slowing down, relaxing, and so on, is lavender. Lavender is a really beautiful one to add to this blend as well. Lavender gives us that space. You know, we kind of are drawn, one of the first essential oils we might actually have exposure to is lavender. And lavender, just like amethyst, says to us, there's more to life than this rat race. I'm trying to run around and keep up with everyone else, and I just want to stop. And I want to ponder. So that's why we reach into lavender when we're working with Jeremiel as well. The next oil is clary sage. Now, clary sage actually translates to mean clear eyes. And not only does it help with different issues around the eyes, although never put essential oils in your eyes, it was associated with helping with pink eye in the past, but it also helps us to have clear vision. Why? Because it encourages us to listen to our own inner guidance as well. So all these very introspective oils work really well with Jeremiel. The final one that I love to use in any Jeremiel blend is an oil called Nerolina. Now, you may not have heard of this one. It's actually part of the Melaleuca family, so it's associated or related to tea tree and Neoli and Rosalina and so on, but it's got such a subtle, gentle aroma. It's a really nice one for bringing that subtle energy and cleansing out anything that would stop those more subtle directions from our intuition, from our dreams, from the angelic realms coming through. So you can mix those 4 all together. You can put them in a roller, you can pop them in a diffuser, you can anoint them over your body, or just using those 4s in different ways around your house at that time can help to create that peaceful and harmonious, quiet solitude so that Jeremiel can slip in and give you that guidance. Now, I'd love to know, have you worked with Jeremiel? Have you had any experiences? Have you used any of these crystals and essential oils in connecting with Jeremiel? Please share in the comment section below so that we can all learn from each other's experiences as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Adam Barralet. Blessed be.